Welcome to Bass Talk with Hagen and Hayes. This is Series 3, and today's bite-sized podcast is about cleaning your bass. Hi, Susan. How are you?
I'm doing well, David. How are you?
Fine. I'm looking forward to hearing about how you clean your bass.
Well, I know this is one of your most favorite topics,
It's ugly.
but have you had a student come into a lesson and the fingerboard is grimy and disgusting and the strings have thick coats of rosin on them and there's rosin all over it's just grimy, and then they say things like, I have a hard time shifting, or I can't get good tone. And I always say the first thing you should do is take a little scrubby pad and get that rosin off your strings where your bow has been going. I tell them to wipe down closer to the bridge, because if you wipe it up, you could be tracking it over the fingerboard and then your fingers are going to get to it. And I'm a big fan of cleaning my bow. And I just take a little toothbrush and I grab my bow and just brush it. And I can say to the girls, just like you brushed your doll's hair when you're a little kid. And the boys, I say to them too, and it makes them laugh the way you're laughing right now. Some people use a comb, some people just use a little rag, or just flick it, put your thumb underneath and run it to the
I
line.
write some of these things down. Fantastic. Thank you.
Well, I can send it to you. It's a big list.
That's great. Thank you so much.
The other thing I like to do is I'll take a microfiber cloth, and I buy them in bulk at Costco, and they come in many colors, and just wipe the fingerboard. And, you don't need, my students ask this, soap? No. Water? No. Rubbing alcohol? No. Just like I put my finger in the cloth and I just wipe any of, I don't care how clean you are. Everyone's skin has a little bit of oil, just natural oil that we create, and you want to get that off the fingerboard. So just clean the fingerboard, maybe clean the strings the same way. And then I take the same rag and I just wipe the body of my bass to get the rosin off of it, so it doesn't create this matte finish of crusty old rosin on the body of the instrument itself and on the bridge too. I mean, I think these are things that you and I don't really necessarily think about doing. I've seen you do it. You're done playing and you just wipe it down. No big deal.
I clean the fingerboard a lot. And certainly in the higher positions, to be able to move from note to note. And it's amazing how, the grease from your fingers, it does build up and on the string and on the fingerboard. So you do have to clean it.
Yeah.
I used to clean my string to get rid of the rosin, and used to use aftershave. But the thing about that one, you can't get it on the varnish, otherwise it burns the bar. You have to be very good. So I always used to say to my students, you've got to be very careful to do that. It does get rid of the rosin. And then the audience can always say, he doesn't play very well, but he does smell nice.
I love that. We used to use isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and what you use, like if you have a cut or whatever. And same thing, you can't get it on the varnish. But
Yes.
I usually don't even need that. I don't know. I feel like maybe rosin is better these days. But I just find that sometimes the biggest challenge with a student is that their bass is just filthy. So at the beginning of every semester, I give my students one of these microfiber cloths. I give them a nice little toothbrush. I give them the little green scrubby pad that I just dropped on the floor. And I just show them how to use it and said, please, just don't be a dirty, grimy mess.
I should come and study with that. I'm learning a lot today. So it's fantastic.
You get a goodie bag, a little care package. Every student gets a care package.
One thing I found with my students is they don't know their bass is dirty until they come to a lesson. Could I borrow your duster to clean my bass? No, you can't. You buy your own. So what I do is, I often buy them a duster each at least. And then they're using their own and not my. But it's amazing how you buy them one and they still lose it. It's like pencils. There must be a pencil monster somewhere.
There is. It's a very well-fed, gigantic termite.
Rosin, I'm surprised. This is why I have no money, because I'm using my rosin for all my students all the time. Unbelievable. I always say I'm going to increase their lesson fee to cover the cost of the rosin. Or hey, can I borrow your rosin? So yes, if you're going to give it back to me. And I'll give you back at the end of the lesson. So no, you won't. We'll keep the rosin on your bow. I know you will.
And then give them the toothbrush to scrape it off and give it back to you with.
Thank you for. I'm going to.
So, just cleaning your bass seems like a silly little thing that you and I don't necessarily think about. And then you see a student come in with this like grease ball fingerboard and nasty, crusty rosin on the strings. And I think that it's helpful for people to just remember it only takes an extra minute to wipe down your strings and clean your bow at the end of every day. I actually wipe my strings at the end of the day and I clean my bow in the morning before I start.
I'm going to be paranoid about this now. I'm going to
Mhm.
have to go at the end of this podcast. I'm going to go and clean my basses.
Yeah. Well, to quote uh Kevin from Home Alone, keep the change, you filthy animals. Just make sure, guys, just everybody clean your stuff. Well, thank you for listening to our 5th bite-sized podcast where I'm being very silly about cleaning your bass. Thank you for listening to Bass Talk with Hagen and Hayes. And thank you to Double Bass Headquarters and GraceGalleryDesign.net. We look forward to giving you some more bite-sized chats soon. Take care, everybody.
Bye.